Hi everyone, and welcome back to Glow with K-Beauty. I'm Jody, your skincare-obsessed host and fellow explorer on this journey to glowing, healthy skin. Each week, we dive into the latest trends, timeless rituals, and must-know secrets behind Korean beauty, and today is no exception. Now, I won't keep you waiting. Joining me today are our two brilliant K-Beauty freelance journalists. They're on the ground in Seoul, bringing us expert insights, product reviews, and the kind of skincare know-how that only comes from living it every day. Let's get into it. When juggling childcare, housework, and work, skincare often takes a backseat. But as we age, especially in our 40s and 50s, skin begins to lose its elasticity, hydration, and glow. Fortunately, Korean skincare, known for its gentle and preventative approach, offers middle-aged women effective ways to slow skin aging and restore elasticity. Why middle-aged skin needs special care? As collagen production declines, the skin becomes thinner, drier, and less firm. Fine lines, wrinkles, sunspots, and uneven tone begin to appear. Without proper care, these signs can accelerate. Korean skincare emphasizes prevention and long-term health, making it ideal for maintaining a youthful appearance through daily rituals. Key principles of Korean skincare. Layering hydration. Korean routines focus on applying multiple thin layers, from toner to serums, to deeply hydrate and nourish the skin. Natural and fermented ingredients. Ingredients like snail mucin, ginseng, rice water, and green tea are rich in antioxidants and promote elasticity. Consistent sun protection. Daily sunscreen is a must in K-beauty. It protects against UV damage, the #1 cause of premature aging. Gentle but effective care. K-beauty avoids harsh treatments in favor of products that strengthen the skin barrier and encourage cell turnover. Step-by-step routine for midlife skin. 1. Double cleanse, night. Oil cleanser removes makeup and sunscreen. Water-based cleanser clears impurities without stripping moisture. 2. Exfoliate, 2-3x/week. Use mild chemical exfoliants like AHAs to remove dead skin and improve texture. 3. Hydrating toner. Balances pH and starts hydration. Look for hyaluronic acid, panthenol, or rice extract. 4. Essence. Lightweight fluid that penetrates deeply to boost hydration and elasticity. 5. Serums/ampoules. Targeted treatments for fine lines, dullness, and firmness. Peptides, niacinamide, and vitamin C are common actives. 6. Eye cream. Addresses crow's feet and puffiness. Ginseng and bakuchiol, a retinol alternative, are common. 7. Moisturizer. Locks in moisture and strengthens the skin barrier. Ceramides, squalane, and Centella asiatica are great for mature skin. 8. Sunscreen, daily. Use SPF 30 to 50 daily. Reapply when outdoors. Bonus tips. Sheet masks 1 to 2 times a week provide hydration boosts. Overnight sleeping masks enhance nighttime repair. Facial massage improves circulation and product absorption. Star anti-aging ingredients in K-beauty. Snail mucin, repairs skin, promotes collagen. Ginseng, firms skin, improves circulation. Centella asiatica, soothes irritation, boosts elasticity. Fermented rice/yeast, brightens, smooths texture. Green tea, calms skin, antioxidant protection. Hyaluronic acid and ceramides, deep hydration, barrier support. Vitamin C and niacinamide, brightening and anti-aging. Korean skincare offers a gentle, consistent, and affordable way to care for aging skin. With the right products and routine, you can achieve radiant, firm skin even amidst a busy life. Remember, beautiful skin isn't a destination, it's a daily journey. Stick to the basics, treat your skin with love, and enjoy the glow that follows. Thank you for listening to Glow with K-Beauty. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this with your fellow skincare lovers. You can find today's show notes and product links on our website, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at glowwithkbeauty. Until next time, stay radiant, stay curious, and never stop glowing. Soon, two beauty expert freelance journalists, Leslie and Jeff, will begin explaining local products and easy-to-follow makeup techniques at home in Seoul, South Korea. Stay tuned and listen until the end.
Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we dig into the sources, cut through all the noise, and really pull out the key insights for you. Our goal, simple. Turn that feeling of information overload into, well, clear understanding. Today, we are diving deep into base makeup. Specifically, techniques for those of us in our 40s and 50s. Now, our source material is pretty cool. It's an expert makeup artist actually demonstrating her methods on a real client. And we really honed in on the common stuff, like how do you get makeup on quickly when you're busy? How do you really deal with enlarged pores? And also tackling that subtle peanut-shaped face thing.
Right, where the temples and maybe under the cheekbones can start to look a little hollowed out with age.
Exactly. So the big question we started with was, how can base makeup make that much of a difference? It's not just coverage, is it?
No, not at all. It really begins with prepping the skin, understanding that canvas. And what we found is that primer, it's not just optional. It's actually pretty critical, especially for those concerns. The pores, controlling oiliness. It gives this lovely semi-matte finish.
See, I always thought primer was just a nice extra step, maybe helps things last longer. But this expert framed it as, essential.
Absolutely essential. It fundamentally changes the skin's texture for what comes next.
So what's the technique then? How does she say to apply it?
Brush? Sponge?
No, actually, it's simpler. Just your hands. But the technique is key. You use a tiny amount, really small.
Okay.
And you gently roll it into the skin. Focus on the nose area, the butterfly zone, she called it, where pores are usually bigger.
Rolling, not rubbing.
Exactly. Rolling or patting. Think gentle pressure. Layer it maybe once or twice, super thinly, pat, 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 until it feels absorbed. And honestly, you see it right away. The pores look smaller, less oily shine. It's quite impressive. Creates that perfect base.
That makes sense. Integrating it into the skin.
Yeah.
Okay, so primer's down. Then foundation. Now, this was interesting too. Liquid foundation, not BB cream. Why was that?
Yeah, that was a bit counterintuitive, right? Because BB cream feels lighter.
But the expert pointed out that the slip in many beauty creams can actually disturb the primer you just applied, can sort of rub it off.
Oh, wow. Undoing all that work.
Precisely. So she strongly recommended a hydrating liquid foundation. Moderate coverage. It works with the primer, not against it.
Okay, liquid it is. And the application here was also really specific, wasn't it? Especially over those areas we just primed for pores.
Yes, technique is everything here. For those prime zones, like around the nose, use a latex sponge.
Latex sponge.
And you pat it rapidly.
Yep.
Never, ever rub. Rubbing just moves it around, lifts the primer.
Right.
Patting presses it in, helps it adhere, melds it with the skin. For other parts of the face, you can spread it lightly. But the golden rule, thin layers, always thin. Too thick, she warned, can actually look aging.
Less is more.
Definitely.
Right.
Especially on the outer parts, like the forehead. Kind of thinnest there. And another crucial point she made was about color matching. This is so important.
Ah, yes, the neck matching. Tell us about that.
Right. Always match your foundation to your neck tone. As we age, the face can get, duller, maybe redder, darker patches.
So it doesn't match the neck anymore.
Exactly. So if your face is darker than your neck, she suggested going maybe half a tone lighter than your face. The goal is a seamless blend. Bright, even, natural looking. Not like you're wearing a mask.
That makes perfect sense. Avoid the floating head look. Okay, so foundation's on, matched to the neck. But we still have spots, maybe dark circles. Concealer time.
Yep, targeted concealing. And the expert liked cushion-type concealers for this.
The ones with the sponge tip.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
They tend to be high coverage, but still quite liquidy and easy to blend. But here's the warning. Use a tiny amount.
Because they're so pigmented.
Exactly. She
Yeah.
always put it on the palette first, never straight onto the face.
Yeah.
Gives you control. For blemishes, aim for a color that matches the foundation. Maybe slightly darker for really stubborn hyperpigmentation like melasma.
And application. Still patting.
Always patting. Gently with a small puff or your finger. No rubbing, or you'll just lift the foundation right off.
Okay, pat, pat, pat. What about under the eyes? And those hollows we mentioned, the peanut face.
Under eyes, the rule is extremely thin layers. Anything thick just settles into lines and looks, well, aging. For the hollows under the cheekbones, temples in poof. This is where it gets clever. Use a concealer that's slightly brighter,
Brighter. Okay.
but apply it only to the deepest, darkest part of the hollow. Just a touch.
So you're not trying to fill it, like with filler?
No, not at all. You're using light to counteract the shadow. Brighten that specific sunken spot subtly. Pat it to blend. It creates this illusion of lift, smooths the contour without adding bulk, makes the whole area look less shadowed, more youthful. It's about sculpting with light.
Sculpting with light. I love that. Very strategic.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk blush. Cream or powder? And where does it go for that lift?
Cream blush was the top recommendation. Gives that dewy, plump look, which is great for mature skin, helps minimize wrinkles visually. Though, powder is fine too if you prefer it.
And the application mistake to avoid?
Rubbing it with fingers?
Yeah.
Big no-no. Disturbs the base you just perfected.
Ah, right. So how did she apply it?
With a puff. A rounded one, or even those finger-shaped puffs. And again, it's a gentle patting motion. Melts it right in.
Okay, patting again. Now, placement. This was interesting because my instinct is always smile, find the apple, put it there.
That's what most people do.
Sure.
But she pointed out, as we age, where that apple sits when you smile might actually drop down when your face is relaxed.
Oh, pulling the face down visually?
Exactly. So the trick is to apply it slightly above the main part you see when smiling.
Above it.
Yes, and blend it upwards, sort of at a 45-degree angle towards the temples, following the cheekbone. This creates that visual lift. Plus, it can help camouflage any pigmentation in that area, too.
That's brilliant. So up and out along the cheekbone?
Right. Pat gently.
Yeah.
And don't bring it too close to the nose or make it too round. Keep it lifted and blended.
Fantastic tip. Okay, last step, powder. We want to set things but not look cakey or emphasize lines, right?
Absolutely. Less is definitely more with powder on mature skin. The experts suggested using it lightly and only where needed.
Like where?
Maybe over those pores you primed earlier, if you still see them. Or just in the T-zone if you tend to get shiny there. Strategic use.
Okay, so what about those tricky areas like laugh lines, the nasolabial folds? Powder there or avoid?
This is where you have to be really careful. The key, she stressed, is applying the foundation extremely thinly near those lines in the first place. Barely touch them.
So the foundation itself doesn't build up there.
Exactly. Any thickness will crease and just shout, look, line here. Then if you use powder, just the lightest dusting over the top. Very, very light. Sets it without adding texture.
Wow. Okay, so it's a whole strategy, isn't it? The combination of the right products, but more importantly, these really precise techniques. Looking back at the source, the transformation was pretty incredible. Smoother, brighter, definitely more youthful. Pores minimized, hollows soften, that lift from the blush.
It really drives home that less is more idea. And the power of padding, that came up again and again, didn't it? Padding, not rubbing. For primer, foundation, concealer, blush. It respects the layers underneath and gives that seamless, long-lasting finish. It's about enhancing, not just covering. Working with the skin.
Absolutely. So maybe the thought to leave you with today is this. Consider how these small shifts in technique, these little details, they're not just about hiding things you don't like. They're actually about strategically sculpting your face with light and texture. It really transforms makeup from just a cover-up into, well, a genuine tool for rejuvenation, something to think about.